guys! So, today I actually want to talk about something a little bit different because it's actually something I'm quite passionate about and it's also just kind of fun. So, today I want to discuss the top 5 ways to add a little extra whimsy to your life. So, the first thing, and it's also like my favorite thing to do, is to have fun ice cubes. Right now my 2 Kate Spade ice trays are empty because I was washing them. But having fun-shaped ice, usually just water, you don't have to go overboard like Ice Talk does. You know, just some water, a nice fun ice cube tray. It just adds a little extra whimsy, you know? Who doesn't want to throw some gemstones in their sparkling water? It's just fun, right? This ice tray cost me $10. However, I got some Cooking with Color ice trays. Let me grab one real quick. I have some Cooking with Color ice trays that look like this. Comes with a plastic lid and everything. This cost me $6 for 2. Also, you can go to a craft store and you can get one of those like little candy belts. Let me go grab one of those. So you can grab one of these, right? And you can also use this as an ice tray because most of them are freezer safe as well. And you know, just fun-shaped ice cubes add a little extra whimsy. Like this has little sea turtles on it. It's a sea turtle and your drink. That's fun. You know, when things get hard, you just need something small to make you smile. And now you're like, Amber, filling these ice trays are a pain in the booty hole. That's why I highly suggest you get one of these squeeze bottles. Most people would put like condiments in it, like soy sauce or ketchup. I use it to fill it with filtered water. And then, you know, just squeeze it in there gently. I usually put the more floppy tray on top of a sturdier one. Put them in the freezer together. A couple hours, I got little dudes swimming in my drink. It's fun. That is probably my top way to add a little extra whimsy. It's just fun, you know? And you know, so many people are like, oh, this is excessive, this is excessive, this is excessive. If it makes you smile, and it's not breaking the bank, it's not excessive. And this tray right here, like $5. Joanne's going out of business. No, Joanne went out of business a month ago. It's July. This footage was filmed in May. Anyways, so, another way that I add whimsy, not necessarily to my everyday life, but into my life in general, is I've actually started, I like hosting events. I have events all the time. But I started, after a little communication error, where I stated the event started at 11, but my loving husband relayed 1 to everyone. So I decided not only to make sure everybody has the right date and time, but to add a little extra whimsy, is I actually started sending out my invites via mail. Pen and paper, hand decorate the cards. The only cards I have right now are currently sealed in envelopes, getting dropped off at the post office in a couple hours. So I can't show you an example, but my cat is right under the camera. I'm keeping an eye on her. I was also able to get these from my local closing Joann's. I always put her on top of my wet ice trays. I was able to get 80 cards, 8 of each style, for $10. No, the deal was crazy. Next weekend, I think I'm definitely gonna like try to go back and get some more, because I love sending like physical media. So I have another tea party that I am planning for June. It's gonna be my summer tea party, and the invites for it are being sent out later today. It's just a little extra whimsy, and it makes planning the event more fun, because now you're like hand decorating the invites, and it's relaxing. You know, take a little bit of time out of your day, a little extra consideration for your friends, a little extra, oh, that's really nice. These cards, completely blank. Nothing's inside of them. It allows you to write anything you please. I think that is super fun, super cute, And it also helps prevent that miscommunication. I don't want to put these away. I almost put them on my ice tray again. Itchy. I think I scratched off some of my blush. Whoops. Now, this is an odder way to add a little a more odd way to add a little extra whimsy, but it's effective. Trust me, it's effective. So I was recently secondhand shopping on Macari, and I found instructions. I recently found these two beautiful boxes. They're boxes with like game stuff inside them. I initially bought them for my husband because they're like right up his alley. Like this is so his style. But we actually use them as home decor, and we play the games inside them. So this one comes with 2 decks of cards and 5 dice. And this nice, beautiful aesthetic box. It's super cool. I really enjoy it. And then this one is a set of 9 dominoes. Also in a very beautiful box, very aesthetically pleasing. And you know, playing dominoes with the pretty set just adds a little extra something, you know? It just adds something to the experience. Both of these sets together, secondhand, only 20 bucks. Only 20 bucks. Isn't that crazy? Like, these look fancy. And my husband loves it when we pull them out. My guests, they go crazy. Like, my friends love these. I actually plan on getting a very similar set for my best friend as a housewarming gift. Shh, she doesn't watch my videos. I don't think she knows about my channel. But shh, don't tell her. So pretty and aesthetic ways. Shop secondhand, you can get great deals. Because you know, as the old saying goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Let me go grab the other way to add some whimsy. Tip number 4, it's a little bit more of an expensive one, but tip number 4 is change how you have tea and coffee. I love a fun coffee mug as much as the next gal, but I've come to realize that I love sipping my coffee from an espresso cup. Cappuccino cup. Like a nice, pretty stoneware one. Like, it just... everything feels better when you're sipping it from like a cup and saucer. I just feel mad fancy, and it makes me feel good about myself. I love having my coffee from these. I love filling my teapot with some nice boiling water. Let it cool down a little bit. That's important. And then you're going to put your tea bags in there. So if you put your tea bags in there from boiling, it can taste kind of funny. Let it cool down a little. Look up the tea temperatures. It actually makes a difference, trust me. And then, you know, I just have my tea until the pot eventually runs out. It's super fun. And it's a little bit of time for myself, you know. Typically, my husband does join me, though. And now, my 5th tip is actually relevant to the 4th one. They're similar and can be used in tandem with each other, but that is, don't shy away from fun dishware. I have my beautiful white Martin collection from Crate and Barrel, but I also have this, which is vintage Starbucks that came out in, let me see what year? 2006, so it's almost vintage. I got my almost vintage Starbucks cups and saucers. I actually have 4 different colors, and it's fun. I got pink, blue, green, and purple. They all look like this. My guests also love these. Of course I let my guests use my cups and saucers. They're vintage, but they don't just stay on the shelf. I don't believe in decorative utility items. Does that make sense? Like, I don't believe in having decorative teacups. Unless it's like, this is an antique set and it's like got mad lead in it. But this, no. This was made in 2006. It's fine. We're just adding a little bit of fun dishware. You know, pops of color. Those were bought secondhand on Mercari. Mercari, if you want to sponsor me, I talk about you all the time. It's where I do almost all my secondhand shopping. Hit me up. And then, I've talked about this set. I use this set all the time. Also got it from Target. This is like $25. It was part of the limited Kate Spade collection. But again, it's just really nice. It fits my room style, and it adds a little extra whimsy to my day-to-day life. It makes me smile, And in modern day, when things are pretty tough, you need some things that can make you smile. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, you should give me a like. And if you enjoy this style of content, you should definitely hit subscribe. In the comments below, tell me, what is your favorite way to add a little extra whimsy? Because I might try it out and talk about it in the next video. Because I feel like we could all use a little more whimsy. I'll catch you guys later. Cheers. What's his name in the house? Nice. Bye. I have so much editing I have to do for this video because I kept getting up to grab things.